In the late 90s, the club I grew up at hired a new superintendent. He was young and he was motivated. He came in and he hit the ground running. He made subtle changes that not a lot of people noticed, but true golfers and guys that appreciate architects did. Little things like reshaping the greens to their original forms, reshaping the tee boxes from what had become ovals to boxes. His argument? They're tee boxes by name. They should have edges. With the introduction of triplex mowers, it's much easier to not have to stop, lift the blades, turn around, reshape, and start again. Slowly but surely, over time, greens and tees lose their shape. If you're not on top of it, they lose their character as well. A lot of old golf courses, especially the ones with famous architects, Ross, Tillinghast, C.B. McDonald, Willie Park Jr., they didn't have the equipment that we have today, and they used the contours of the land. They saw things the average golfer just doesn't notice until you see a post like I shared last night. AE Golf News has a great story attached to those pictures, explaining how and why interlocking had changed over time. The great modern architects find a way to mix the new while recreating the old. Guys like Ron Force, Gil Hanse, Coore and Crenshaw, Doak, and a few more. They also take advice from historians like Bradley Klein. Oak Hill took a chance on Andrew Green. That got him Inverness Club and Congressional. He's the architect behind the post at Interlochen I shared last night. In 1996, Pine Needles hosted the U.S. Women's Open. It was a great event, but the USGA made it clear. They wanted another one, they had to change. They dug in the archives and found the original Ross plans, and those of us that lived in the area watched over time as Pine Needles went from a solid track to a can't-miss stop to anyone traveling to Pinehurst. That's what a great renovation can do. It can transform a club. Most of the time, it takes committees, votes, budget meetings, capital assessment funds, and almost an act of Congress to make a change. But what it can do for a club, especially the morale, is immeasurable. If the members feel like they have a say, they take ownership of it. And as I've seen this week, they take pride in the changes. They know it wasn't done just for no reason. There are golf discussions that happen, and stories about what used to be bring back memories of family members and great players. This isn't a new topic for me. If you were following along last year, I raved about the transformation that Hyannisport went through in 2011 or 12 when I worked there. How excited I was to follow along with Worcester last year. I'm looking forward to playing that again. I mentioned earlier Wiano wasn't even on my radar. Now that I've heard Hanse was on property, I can't wait for the next invite. A hole-in-the-wall daily fee like Little Marion has become the talk in Massachusetts, and I can't wait to see the finished transformation. These are the things that new golfers don't appreciate, and we need to do a better job of keeping the discussion relevant, not talking about corny shit like white golf balls becoming obsolete. Or did you see the new shirt in the shop with the hot dog on it? I'm going to grab 3 of them, one in every color. Fashion comes and goes. There's only so many great classic layout left. We need to protect them. Let's go.